Okay, so it's recording now. So let me give us a typical example of conditional statement in our day-to-day life. Let's say, for instance, I happen to be your brother, maybe an elder brother, and I'm like, okay, you will take this car to the mechanic for me. If you meet Sunday, the guy that fixed our Rolls Royce, don't drop the car for him. But if you meet Monday, the guy that fixed our Toyota, drop the car for him. Tell him if there is no Toyota oil, he should use Oando oil. That's a conditional statement. If you take the car there, you are going with a Venza Toyota and you meet Sunday, will you drop the car?
No.
You wouldn't drop the car because Sunday specializes on Rolls Royce car. Monday specializes on Toyota car. Now, because you met Sunday, you will not drop the car. So that means the second condition of which oil to use will not even execute. So let's say, for instance, you now get to the mechanic shop. You happen to meet Monday. Will you drop the car?
Yes.
Yes.
If
Okay.
there is the oil is available.
Okay. Now that no, not if the oil is available. There are two conditions generally now. You will drop the car because it is Monday that is there. You will now pass the message to Monday, telling him that if there is no total oil, he should use Oando oil. So it means if there is total oil and there is Oando oil, which one should be used?
Total.
It's total. Yes, it's total. It's telling us that total is the preferred oil that we want to use, but we are giving them the condition that if it is not available, then you can use the Oando oil. But if you now get there, you met Monday there, and there's no total oil, there's no Oando oil, but it is AP oil that is available, it means you have to return the car. Those are conditional statements. A set of code that is executed based on condition. If the registrant age is less than or equal to 13, tell them or display a message saying that this website only admits or this website only registers users above 13 years of age. Above 13 years of age will start from 14 and above. Those are conditional check. I don't know if I'm making sense. Those are what?
Yes,
Those are, yeah, those are conditional check. Now we have if-else statement as a conditional check. We have switch statement as a conditional check. We have the ternary operator as a conditional check. All of this, we are going to look at it in details, one after the other. So if the food is enough for 2 people to eat, you can eat it with your brother. If it is not, let your brother eat it. Else, if your brother says it's okay, you can give the food to the dog. But if your brother says it's not okay, split the food into 2, give a part of it to the dog, and then allow your brother to eat the other part. Those are conditional statements. So one thing about your JavaScript compiler is that it doesn't work like we human beings. So let me give you a typical example. There was a time we were at home. My dad just got back from a very long trip for like 9 months. He just got back. So he wanted to rest. So there were some people at the door. They wanted to come and see him because he just got back and they want to come and greet him. So he told me to tell them I'm sleeping, that they should come by 5. Instead of me to go outside and tell them he's sleeping, oh, I think you should check back by 5. I went there and told them my daddy said he's sleeping. You come back by 5. You see? So that's not a smart thing to say. But,
but that's the right thing.
No. 100% truth.
Okay, I don't know where you see this boy is from. Hey. So that wasn't the right thing to say. But computer will not behave like that. Computer is garbage in, garbage out. At times you'll be writing code and it will be as if your village people are after you because it's not compiling, it's not working. It's simply because you are missing something. The system it has been designed in a way to do exactly what you give to it. So let's take if else statement, for example. If else statement runs certain code if a condition is met. Those conditions are collection of expression, and those expressions are checked. Those expressions are conditions that are checked using what we learned from our previous session. And what are those? Conditional state, what's it called? Conditional operate.
comparison, logical comparison,
That's it.
and expression.
Arithmetic, logical, and comparison operators. You see, those are the things that will equate to true or false for the if statement to execute or not to execute. You see? So let's take a typical example. Let me open this guy and bring this guy here. So let's do conditional flow, for example. And then we already have one. Don't let me reinvent the wheel. So let me go back here. And then let me copy this guy. Okay. So I'm going to take this old guy here. I'll bring it out. Always remember to terminate your code. In JavaScript, when you put this, it means that is the end of that statement. You understand? In JavaScript, that is the end of that statement. In Python, when you press enter and you did not put this, it means that's the end of the statement. So JavaScript uses this, C# uses this, Java uses this. I think PHP, I'm not sure, uses this. So like that. So the expression I just copied out, I'm going to say constant results. I will say results should be equal to this. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will say results should be equal to this. I'm now going to check if result is equal to true. Oh, I don't press enter before time. Hold on. Hold up. Let me bring that guy here and close this guy. Come back here, paste it. If result is true, do this. Else, do this. Okay? Else, do this. Now, we already know what result is going to give us. Let me bring us back to where we did this. Here, false, right? Result is going to give us false. Is result equals to true? I'm asking.
No.
So the else statement body content is going to be executed. So when I press enter, I see at least one condition is false. You are correct. This is it. Now, let us do 3-level check of those conditions. So I'm going to quickly do this. I'll come back here. And then I'll paste that guy here. Let's do 3-level check. How do we want to do 3-level check? Here is just a conditional check, the first level execution statement, and the second level execution statement. Now, let's say we are checking if result is true. We are displaying this to the console if the result is true, while we display this to the console if the result is false. But at the same time, if the result is false, we also want to check that something is true and another thing is false. So in here, I'll put let's do something. Yeah, in here I can let me do it properly. Okay. So here I can have another if nested into an if, or another if nested into an else statement. Or you can say else if, let's do this, result equals to false. Oh, Faruku. Don't mind me. Sorry. So I'll paste it here. Else, if result is false, display this. Then else, display console.log. Console.log. Unknown value supplied. So in what conditions we warrant you to use this kind of nested if? If you want to check the response, or if you want to check the value of a variable against two possible conditions, you are going to use an if and else statement. But if you want to check it against two or more possible conditions, you will check if, else, if, else, if, else, if, and on like that until you get to the else statement. You see, the else if, the else if, the else if condition, you can also use a switch case statement to do that. We'll get there in a short while. So when I say if result equals to true, execute this line of code. If it is equal to false, execute this. But if it is a value that is not known to us, tell us that unknown value supplied. So here is what I'm going to do. Here, I will now say result should be equal to undefined. If I say result should be equal to undefined, and I hit enter here, what will be the console output? I'm asking, anybody can try. Mr. Johnson.
I'm just looking through.
Okay. So what will be the response?
Is this not going to give us an error message?
Unknown value supplied.
Okay. So Mr. Johnson said he's going to give us an error message, but you did not state which error message we are going to get. Some other person said is unknown value supplied. So let's try it. Invalid assignment to constant result. That is what is going to give us. Remember, Razak said it earlier that when you create a variable and you say you give it the constant keyword, it means you cannot assign another value to that variable. Did we remember that part?
Yes, sir.
We cannot assign another value to it. But let's do it like this. And then we call this I, K, and P. So here we say if I is less than K, and then K, which one? No, it's P. I think we use P here. And then here we use P. But rather, I'll change this from const. I'll make it let. And I'll hit enter. It's telling me the declaration of constant results. Oh, sorry. I think I should change this variable name. I will call it results. So I'll put S. I'll call it results. Do you understand? I'll call it results. Okay. So unknown value supplied. So let us execute it in our mind. Why did we get unknown value supplied? It is simply because in here, I've already specified the value of result to be the outcome of this expression. We know from our previous session that the value of this expression is a false, right? This expression returns false. I'm now telling the compiler again, reassign undefined type to the variable result. After reassigning undefined type to this variable result, we are now checking, is result equal to, is undefined equal to true? I'm asking. Just tell me true or false. Yeah, that's false, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
it will now come back here. It will check again. Is undefined equal to false? True or false?
False.
False. It will now come here. The else statement is what will always be executed if all the if statements or if else statements within that code block returns false. The else statement is the final stop. That is what is going to be executed regardless. Do we have any question concerning this?
The question I have, that result equal to undefined.
Okay.
Like something is convincing me that result equal to undefined. Like,
I will explain.
Why do we have results equal to we want to do it again, but can we write if assuming I wrote maybe result equal to something that is not true or false? Am I still going to have answer for that as that last one?
So if you assign results to another thing that is not convertible into true or false, that thing mustn't be a Boolean type and it mustn't be a number type, because most number type can be converted to true or false Boolean value. Do you know? Remember where
1 and 0.
Yes, 1 and 0, where I said 4 minus false. 4 minus false will give you what? Will give you
3.
what? It will give you 4.
4.
Yes, 4 minus false will give you 4. 4 minus true will give you true.
It give you 3.
Will give you 3. Sorry, 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 will give you 3. So that means we can easily infer the value of an integer or a number into Boolean. So if the value is 1 million, it is Boolean representation of true. But if the value is anything less than or equal to 0, it is false. Because anything behind 0 is in negative.
Okay.
So undefined, remember, it's a data type. It's a type. Let me take you down the memory lane. So you can see that undefined is a type.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's do something. Let me copy this. Let me duplicate. Let me come back here. So let's do this. I will paste this guy here, but rather I will make undefined into a string. Remember, this is a string, right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Before I press enter, can you tell me what the result will be?
Unknown values supplied. That's what I'm thinking.
Why do you think it is going to be unknown value supplied?
Because it's not that true or false.
Results here, the type of result here was bool, because this guy is going to return a boolean value. Now we are changing the type of result. We are changing it back to a string with a value undefined, not a type, undefined. You are now checking if result is equal to true. Does result contain a value at all? Result. What's the value of result?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Let's see it. Unknown value supplied. You're correct. That's simply because this thing is not equal to this thing. So let me break it down for you. Let me rewrite it. What's the value? The value here is undefined, right? So this is what this thing means. This one. This is what it means. This is what it means. Literally. Remember, a variable is just a placeholder in your computer memory that is holding reference to a value within the computer memory, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So if I'm saying if this variable name equals to true, it means I'm saying that if the value contained in this variable is equal to what is on the right. What's the value that is contained in the result variable?
Undefined.
So I'm writing it as undefined.
Yes.
But you wouldn't write code like this actually, but
Oh.
just for clarity's sake. I'm now saying, is undefined equal to true? Do you understand me now? So obviously, obviously it is not equal to it. That is why you see unknown value supply, because undefined is not equal to this because it's a string. Undefined is not equal to this because it is string against bool. So it will always resolve to this. Yes. Who has any question around what we just explained? Okay, so I'll take that as no question. So let us quickly do something. Let's make it interactive. So here I'm going to say input. Input type should be text. The ID of the input should be first name. So no. Let me just close.
Could you please enlarge it?
Okay, hold up. What about now? Is it visible?
It's okay.
Is it visible enough? Okay. Okay, so here I'm going to put a line break and I'm going to add this. And this will be, this is first name, this will be last name, this will be last name. And then I'm going to put a break here and then put another input, and then the type would not be text, the type would be a, I think, what are the type available? Hold on. So the type would be, let's say, number, yeah. And this will be age, correct. And then we are going to have a break, and then I'm going to have an input of type button. And then the button title, no, value. The button value will be submit. Aha, so let me save this. Let's view this in the browser. Okay, hockey cocky. Hold on. So don't worry about design or anything. No, we are not in the CSS class. So that thing I just created, those things I just put on the screen, this is the results. No, let me do this. Sorry, let me call this one. Let me call it register. So let me go to my Visual Studio ID, see the register.html is here. Aha, correct. So here I'm going to remove the style. I don't really need the style. So I'll save this. I'll go back here and then I'll display it in the browser. Okay, so that thing we just did is this one here. So I'll copy this. I'll go to the title and paste this, and I'm going to call it register for an account. So I'll say welcome. I'll save it. I'll go back to the browser and I'll refresh. Okay, so I think it's making sense now. Don't worry, it might not be. So let's assume this is a form. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Let us assume this is a form. This is a form. So, let's assume this is a form. You want to use it to accept registration from. You want to collect registration information from your customers. This is a button to submit. This is an input to type. This is another input to type. This is for numbers. You see, there's an arrow up and arrow down. It's for number. Okay. Razak earlier said to you that Java's HTML is what is used to display all this control and present the text. Cascading style
Yes, sir.
sheet, which is CSS, it is what is used to position it. You want to position something to the right, you want to give it colors, you want to do all of those things. When you get to that class, the instructor will explain more to you. But JavaScript is what is used to add interactivities to your web page. Interactivity, calculation, API requests, all those kind of things, JavaScript that you're going to use to do that. So let us add JavaScript to this page. But remember, we are dealing with conditional statements. So here are the conditions. If someone is not above 18 years of age, they cannot register on our website. That is the condition. So you might be on the project and then a business validation will come and say, this software, anybody that is below age of 18, don't accept them. You know, that's a conditional check, right? Okay, so let's check for it. Now, Mr. Johnson, here is where your question come into play, and then see how we connect JavaScript to that page and make it interactive. So what I normally do is that when I'm using JavaScript, I always check if JavaScript is loaded first. I will say welcome. You can see the alert.
Yes.
It's a reserved word. It's a reserved function. I didn't create the alert function. I just use it. I will save it. I'll come here. I will refresh. I should see an alert box. You see, it's not there. I didn't see any alert box. So let's now see what we are now doing right. So I'm going to take, is this in the head script? Oh, okay. You guys have a script that is linked to the page. Okay, so let me come here. Script. So I'm going to comment the entire thing out, and I'll just put that alert here. I'll refresh the page. You see there's an alert.
Okay.
You see, this is how I normally used to know if JavaScript is disabled or enabled in the browser when I'm developing. But when you are moving it to a server, there's a code that you can use to check if JavaScript is enabled on the person's system or JavaScript is disabled on the person's system. So here I can say prompt message, enter your details. Refresh. Welcome. Enter your details. You see? Is it making sense?
Yes.
So let us remove this one. I can say var. Name equals to this. This is just a sanity check. If name is not equal to undefined. Name is deprecated. The declaration was marked as the name X. Alert. Hello.
Yeah, hearing you.
Plus name. No, I'm just typing. Plus name X. What did I call this the other time? If you are doing it with toString, what operator will it turn to? If you are using a plus sign with toString together.
Let's see something.
See,
Huh?
concatenation.
Concatenation. Let me drink water in your name. What's your name?
Johnson.
I drink water for you.
Okay, thank you.
I say alert. Your name. I will now say welcome to DevLink Tech Academy. Okay, I save it. I go back to the website. I refresh. It's asking me, enter your detail. I will enter Mohammed Johnson. It's my name. I say, okay. He said what? Hello, Mohammed Johnson. Welcome to DevLink Tech Academy. Is it becoming interactive now or not?
Yes.
It's becoming interactive.
So let's continue. We are in conditional statements. So what was the condition I said? On this website, if you are below the age of 18, we don't want to sign you up. So how do we let JavaScript know about this text box and this text box and this text box? I will just brush through it. It is not in the scope of this lesson. When you get to HTML and CSS, you see more detail into what I'm about to explain. You see, the first text box is this. The second text box is this. The third input control, which is a number, is this. The fourth one is this. In HTML, this is a control, this is a control, this is a control, and this is a control. All these controls that you see, there must be a way to be able to identify them. That is why they have an ID. There shouldn't be two controls on a single web form or on a single page with the same ID. It's going to confuse your JavaScript. It wouldn't know which one to pick. But normally JavaScript will pick the first one. So this one is first name, this one is last name, this one is age, this one is submit. So I will set the ID of this guy to be no, let me call it, let me just put small. I don't know, let me call it safe, yeah. I'll call it safe. The value is submit. If I say submit form, if I come back here and refresh, I'll just enter anything here. Say hello. You see, it's submit form. You see, what I enter here as value is what is displaying here as submit form. So if I say, and I'm going to copy this guy. I'm going to copy this guy. I'm going to copy, enter last name. And then I'm going to copy this guy. I'll say enter age. If I want to disable that prompt, I'll just comment out this entire thing, not to waste time. I'll go back here and refresh. You can see the placeholder. That's the placeholder. Enter first name, enter last name, enter age. Is it making sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, so let's start. All right, let's start. You see, this form, I don't have any problem with this. I don't have any problem with this. I have problem with this. I want to make sure the value they enter is not less than 18. That means you must be 18 and above to be able to register on our site. So there must be a way to grab the content of this guy and use it in JavaScript. Am I making sense?
Yes.
All right, so let's create a function. Validate age. The function is to check. The function will accept a variable, any variable whatsoever. So we can call it age. I will check if age is less than 18. Return, what should it return? True or false?
False.
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 Else, what should it return?
True.
True. God bless you guys. I just created a function that will check for age. That's all I did. That is all I have done.
In the JavaScript.
Okay. So I will now say function handle submit. This handle submit is the function that will be called when you click this button. You know, when you click this button, you perform an action. An action is a verb. Any action word is a verb. So handle submit is a verb. So when this button is clicked, I want a JavaScript function to be called. But remember, JavaScript is used to link interactivity to your page. So whenever an interaction occurs on your page, you can call JavaScript function. When this page loads, it's an interaction, you can call a JavaScript function. Before the page loads, you can call a JavaScript function. When the page as displayed, you can call a JavaScript function. When this control receives a focus, now it's not focused. Now it's focused. This is not focused yet. This is focused now. This is not focus here. This is focus now. You understand? You can execute JavaScript function based on all of those things. So when handle submit, I just want to say alert, alert. I'll say submit handled. We just want to test. How do I link this submit handle function? How do I link it to this button? It's very simple. There is something called on click. Anything on is an action word. You can call a JavaScript function from them. So on click, what's the name of the function I want to call?
Yeah.
Handle submit.
Handle submit.
Handle submit. I don't know if I'm supposed to put the parentheses, but let's test it if it works. I've refreshed. It works.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm making sense. It works. So
Can you do that again, sir?
So what I did here is, remember, we are linking a JavaScript file. Let me do this. We are linking a JavaScript file. The name of the JavaScript file is called script.js. And this is script.js. What we are doing is that we wrote some code in script.js. Those code, we want to use them on this page. So within the code, we have a function called handle submit. This handle submit is a function. What does it do? It just displays an alert that says submit handled. Now, how do we get these alerts to display on our browser? You have to find a way to perform an action on your page and link that action to that JavaScript function in the script.js file. So the name, one of those ways to do that is when an action is performed on a particular control or on the form. When the action is performed, you can call a JavaScript function that is already linked to that page. So the JavaScript function name that we want to call is called handle submit. You can see it here.
Yes, sir.
Here you can see it, handle submit. It doesn't accept anything. You get? It doesn't accept it doesn't accept any value. So once I click on this button, it will execute what is inside this on click. What is inside this on click is called what?
Handle submit. Alert. Handle submit.
Handle submit. Where will the browser look for handle submit? The browser will automatically come and check. Is there any script file on this page? Yes. What's the name of the script file? Script.js. Where is script.js? This is script.js. It will now go and find handle submit inside. If it is inside, it will execute what is inside handle submit. So let's move on. When we call handle submit, we want to get the content of.
Excuse me, Mr. Farouk, before we move on. Please, under that on click, will it still reckon with the handle submit if we change that submit handle to submit successfully?
God bless you. Let's change this to submit success. It will throw an error for us. Let's refresh the page. But before we move on, let us open our console. You can see there's nothing on the console now. If I click on the submit button, I get an error. It said what? Handle submit success is not defined.
It's not defined.
That means the web page will look into this file, script.js. It will be looking for handle submit success inside. You don't get, but it is not inside. So let's copy this guy and paste it here, and then do an alert and call it submit success. If I refresh, let me clear this. Let me refresh. If I submit, it will show an alert. Submit success, because that function is there. I'm going to attend to your question, Mr. Bashir. Just hold up a minute. So inside this handle submit success, we want to grab the value that is entered inside this age, So what we will do, we'll declare a variable. We call it age. What is the name of the control that is What is the name of the control that is holding the age? What is the ID? It's age. Can you see it?
H.
This is it. Age. So there is something called documents dot get element by ID. What's the ID? Age.
H.
God bless you. If age, no, I won't do that. We have a function that validates age already. This is it. So I will now call it here, validate age.
Just pass the value.
I will pass age to it. You see? I will now check if here, let's say, let age validation, let age validation equals to this age validation is a variable that we are using to hold the response from this guy. And where is this guy? This is it up here. And this guy can only return either true or false. So that means, what's the type of this age validation variable? What's the type? What would be the type of age validation variable?
Okay. Boolean.
Eh? Can you hear me?
Yes.
sir.
Number.
Boolean. Go.
Boolean, yes, correct. So if age equals to false, because we want to check if your age is less than 18.
Below
So
18.
if age is less than 18, that is, if this guy returns false, what do we want to do? We want to display an alert message to you and say, oops, sorry, you must be of 18 years and above to register. Can you go on mute? I think there's a background noise coming from there. Okay, you must be 18 years and above to register. Else, if this thing returns, if this thing is true, we want to display an alert that say, welcome. Yeah, I've been waiting for you. All right, let's try it. Then try it. So let me refresh. Remember to always refresh so that your browser will reload the form. I'll put Mohammed here. I'll put Ahmed here, and here I'll put 12. I'll say submit. Welcome. We have been waiting for you. Remember, it's not supposed to be like that, right?
Yes.
So let's look at the logic. This guy I entered 12. If age is less than 18, returns false.
False.
I'm checking this in this. What is this now? So if age is greater than or equal to 18, return true. Else, return false.
False.
So we say if age, if you even say like this alone, like this, if age, that is if age is true. So we'll take this guy, bring him down, take this guy, bring him back. So let's save, let's refresh, it works. Oops, sorry, you must be of 18 and above to what? To register. Yeah. So let me welcome any question for 2 minutes and then we move on to the switch case statements. All right, let me have your question. Any question? Any question? All right.
We're supposed to have a break by 4 to 4:15. Supposed to have a break by 4 to 4:15.
4 to 4:15.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm enjoying.
All right, let's go for a 10-minute break and then come back.
All right.
Please, you don't need to leave the call, or if you leave, make sure you come back. It's difficult getting everybody back. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Rashid, you wanted to say something?
Hello, Razak, should you join? Have you joined back? Hello, can you hear me, Razak? Can anyone hear me?
We can hear you, Farouk.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay, so
Can
all right. Welcome, guys. In the bid for us to serve you better, I'll have to hand over the button to Razak so that we don't all get too exhausted with the lecture and start saying something banal. So Razak is going to take over from me and then he's going to pick it up from where I stopped. So just hold on a minute while he tries to join. So while we wait for Razak, you can ask anything until Razak is ready. Razak, when you're ready, you can raise your hands up or you can interject and then I'll leave the floor for you. So if anyone have any question, you can let me know. So let me push my code so that Razak can clone and continue from there. Should you want to see how that is done, you can look at it here. So I'll say git add. Let's see if it is connected to okay. So I can say git commit message. It's sorry. So git branch. So let's push origin main. All right. So Razak, you can pull. I've pushed my last commit, and then you can push. So if there's any question, you can ask me pending when Razak is will be ready. Any question, Mr. Dayo? I can see Mr. Dayo in the call. I can see Imran Bashir, Mr. Oluwatosin Ayeni.
I think there is two Bashirs.
Ah. Okay.
Mine is Bashir Abidemi.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Dayo said there's no question. Normally wherever you see people with namesake, you hear Bashir small, Bashir big, or Bashir short, Bashir tall, or Bashir Dudu, Bashir Pupa.
Bashir uniform.
Now, Farouk, if you cause trouble here.
Let me go on mute. Let me go on mute. I rest my case. So, Razak, over to you, please.
Hello. Can
Yes,
everyone?
sir.
Hello, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Okay.
Welcome on board.
Hope you guys are enjoying the class.
Very well,
Very
sir.
Very well.
Very.
Yeah, it's good to know you're enjoying it. So
It's choking.
I would be moving on from where my boss finished up from, and I'm trying to see. I think I need to clone the last commit he had. Okay. Yeah. I think is that.
Razak, you're not loud.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Louder now.
Yes.
So I think this yeah. So I have the code updated now. So we'll be moving on from here, and I want to have a little bit focus because how my boss was teaching, I'm sure some of you might have gotten lost at some point because functions, you'll be wondering what are these functions, you'll be wondering what is happening here. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so don't worry. I would make a touch point on all those things to get better clarity so you can, like I said earlier before, learning is not linear. Sometimes you might come across some things through which you probably do not understand them at the point in time. Do you understand? Yeah.
So you are to continue with switch case, conditional ternary operator with the for loop and do while
Yeah.
loop. Yeah.
Someone is raising his hand.
It's me. It's me.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
So, like I said, so there are a lot of things that you might not really know at the moment at point in time, but then you probably just use them and see how they are working. You understand? So, like I said, learning is not exactly linear. So, I would assume that everyone already understands how to use if and else statements at least, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Everyone understands if and else statements very well. So if you use if and else statements to control the flow of your code. If you want your code to act a certain way, depending on certain conditions. So they are called control statements. Are you getting? You use these statements to use them to handle the what? Flow of your code. Are you following me, guys?
Yes.
sir.
So if you say if today is Monday, you want to go to work. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Then you can also say else I will be sleeping. Invariably, what you're trying to say is that it is only on Monday you are what? Someone should reply me now. If I say if today is Monday, I will be going to work, else I will be sleeping. That means on Monday, I will definitely be what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
Then what will happen on Tuesday?
you'll be sleeping.
What will happen on Wednesday?
Sleeping.
Thursday,
Sleeping.
Friday,
Sleeping.
up until Sunday, I will be sleeping. But if I now say no, that is not possible. It is only Saturday and Sunday I want to sleep. How do I now handle that? I would have to make certain conditions for other days too. So I would say if today is Monday, I would be sleeping. Rather, I would be going to work. Else, if today is Tuesday, I would branch at the market. Else, if today is Wednesday, I will be going to the gym. I can make several statements like that for different situations. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
You understand? That would fit into the different scenarios that are possible. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Are you guys following me?
Yes.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So I can come now and say if, let me start with, let's today
Please, you are not
equal,
sharing your screen.
okay, sorry about that. I thought I was sharing my screen already. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I can say let's today equals Monday. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
I
Sir,
don't
can you
think you are recording.
Okay.
I don't think you are recording. No.
I'm coming.
We are recording, don't worry. We are recording, don't worry.
Okay. So I can say let's today equals Monday. Do you understand? So it is
Yes.
possible that or let's just say let day equals Monday, not today. Let's say let day equals Monday. Now I'm using let because the day can change, right? Are you following me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I can now come and say if day is equal to what?
Tuesday.
Monday. Let's start with Monday. do something.
Okay. Okay.
Console.log. I am going to work. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now I can say else if
Okay.
day equals what?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Do what? Console.log what? I will be going to the market. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
I can also say that else if day is Wednesday, do what? Console.log what? I would be visiting the gym. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, it's possible that I'm a soft life guy, and after Wednesdays, I don't want to do anything again. I just want to keep sleeping. Then I know that on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I want to do the same thing. Any other day, I just want to sleep. Any other day, I want to sleep. Then I just use what? Else. What? Console.log. I want to sleep. Or better still, I will be sleeping because I'm a soft life guy. Easy. So now I've been able to tell my code what to do on different days. So it might be that I might connect this code now to a signboard, and every day the date changes. It will just show me on, like, when it is morning, it will show me what I'm supposed to do. So I would see when it's Monday, I would see it. It is going to show me that I am going to work on Monday. On Tuesday, to show me that what? I will be going to the market. And on Wednesday, to do what? Tell me that I will be visiting the gym. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it will tell me what?
I will
be sleeping, and I would live a soft life. Now let me go to my browser console so we can see
Check my
what
line
we have.
Line 106.
Now, this is my browser console.
Razak,
I come here now, and
The screen is not changing now.
Razak, can you hear us? Razak. I think his network is bad. Razak.
I think his network is gone.
Razak, can you hear us?
hello, can anyone hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you now.
Okay, so I think my internet cut me off for a while. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, I was telling you to check line 106.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can
Can you
see.
hear me, Albert?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So now if I go to the browser console, what am I printing? Hello?
We can hear you.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
We can
Yes.
see your screen.
I'm going to work.
That's a mistake. This should have been I am going to work. So if I
Albert,
save
can
this,
you hear me?
sir,
Check line 106. There's a syntax error there.
oh, there's no syntax. Is the what's the name? Is the let me remove it. It's just the
It's supposed to
format I'm
be
using that.
Boolean equals to.
Yeah?
You're assigning L106. You're not
Oh,
comparing.
sorry. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. So now, if I go to my what's the name now, I would see I am going to what? Going to work because the day is what? Monday. Now, if I change this to Tuesday, and I go to my browser console, I reload. What do I see here? I will be going to the market, right?
Yes.
If I decide to change this to Sunday, what would I see?
I'll be sleeping.
Sunday.
I'll be sleeping.
I'm coming. Something wrong with my code. I'm coming. Okay, I've not changed this to Sunday yet. Sorry. This was what I changed to Sunday. This should have been Monday. This was Monday from the onset. So this is what I'm supposed to change to Sunday. Are you guys following me?
Yes.
So if I come here now, what do I see?
I will be sleeping.
I will be sleeping. Now, if I have multiple situations, just like the way I have Tuesday, Wednesday, I have Thursday, I have Friday. If I want to make multiple situations like that, I would always have to wrap up different else if statements. Do you understand?
Yes.
And sometimes that might be too what's the name? That brings us to talking about what? The switch case statements. Are you following me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
But how does the switch case works? How does it work? How the switch works is very similar to switch day. In this case, to just like if your day is whatever, switch day with your what? Curly braces. Then what do? You start with the different cases. Case what? Case Monday. That is, if the day is what? Monday. What do? You are going to what? Console.log what? I am going to work.
To work.
The console.log. I'm going to work. So now you move to the next case. But before moving to the next case, there's something you must always do when you are using the switch case. And what is that thing? You must always use your what? Break. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
You must always use your break when you are what? Using your what? Your switch case. When you write a case, you use your break. When you write the next case, after writing what should happen after that, you write a break. Or else it moves to the next case along with the case you are working with. So you must always use your break. So it only what considers that case and moves out of the what switch statement. Now I go with the next case. The next case is what? Tuesday. If my day is Tuesday, what should happen? Don't forget these two semicolons. What should happen? Console.log what?
Going to the market.
Yeah?
Going to the market.
Exactly.
Going to the market.
I'm going to the markets. Now we go for the next case, and you must make sure they're all on the same. You can see that they are on the same line of indentation. Case what? Case what? Wednesday.
Break first.
Thank you. I wanted someone to point that out for me, that I've done something wrong. I was going to ask that what wrong have I done? So
okay.
We have the semicolon. After the semicolon, we go to the next one. Console.log what? What's that? What's the next case?
I'll be visiting the gym.
Exactly. So I will be visiting the gym. So now, in a switch statement, what's the else in the what is analogous to the else in a switch statement is the what? Defaults. Defaults. What have I done wrong, guys?
Break.
Break has not been there.
Thank you. Break. Now, defaults. Default means what? In any other scenario, in any other case that is not any of the deleted cases. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Understand? Yeah? Are you guys following me?
Yes, sir.
we are
with
following
you,
you.
sir.
Exactly. So in any other case, what did I say I would be doing? What did I say I would be doing in any other case?
Okay, sleeping. Be sleeping.
I would be doing what?
Sleeping.
I would be what?
Sleeping.
Okay. Because I'm a chilled guy. I want to enjoy myself.
Oh.
So that's the end. Let's clean this line here. Let's comment it out. I have these lines commented out. So my day is what? Initialized to be what? Sunday, right?
Yes.
And I can always what? Switch between what? This is what I'm what? This is what I'm switching. If my day is what? A certain day, I give the different cases. So this is more or less like if day equals what? Monday. If day equals Tuesday. If day equals what?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Do you understand? And
Yes,
in the
sir.
case where day is not any of all these cases, what do? You go to default and do what is here.
Sleeping.
Let's run it on our browser and see what we have. What do I have?
I'll be sleeping Sunday.
Because my day is what?
Sunday.
Sunday. I would be what?
Sleeping.
Now, there's something you should always know. There's one thing. If, for instance, now I change this to Monday now, what do you think I will get?
I'm going
to work.
I'm going to work. So if I come here now, I would get I'm going to work. Now, I can probably make something very funny here. If I write this as capital N, what do you think I will get?
Error.
I'll be sleeping.
Eh?
I'll be sleeping.
I'm going to work.
No, this will be error.
I'm going to work.
Computer is what? Garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage in,
Both said. And what you are telling the computer here is, if the day is small monday, that's the only time you should print what I am going to work.
Yes.
You did not tell the computer that if I give you a Monday that is capital letter, use that. If I wanted to do that for the computer, I would have told the computer that if
Notice.
I would have told the computer that if Monday, if day dots, there's a function called to lowercase, meaning that at every point in time, it should what? Because I know my cases are what? Case sensitive. They all should be in what? Small letter. Do you understand?
Yes.
So if I want to prevent anything from making my cases, if I want to make sure that even if you enter a capital letter, I still take it in. Do you understand? I would tell the computer that it should make it what? Whatever they are passing, lowercase. Do you understand? So the comparison would be what? It will be fair. Do you understand? So if I say day dot to lowercase now, it will change this Monday to what? Small what? That means it's going to say if the lowercase of the day you are passing, which is Monday, if the lowercase of Monday is equal to Monday, which is actually what? True. Do you understand? So if I go to the browser now and I go and refresh, what do I get? What do I get? I'm going to work.
I'm going to work.
But if I do not put this lowercase here now, and I just put day, it is a different thing. This Monday is not this Monday. This Monday is not Tuesday. This Monday is not Wednesday. So where does this Monday fall out? Where does it fall to?
I was just sleeping.
It falls to the default. Because it is a different scenario. I can give it a different name. I can say let day be what? I want to live my life. What I'm just trying to tell the computer in this situation is any other thing that is not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Do you understand? You should do what? You should say I will be sleeping. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? So if I say
Yes, sir.
days I want to live my life now, it is going to tell us that what? Let me refresh. Do you understand?
Okay.
What you tell the computer doesn't help you to, it does not understand for you at the moment like this, that okay, oh, the days of the week are only Monday to weekend. So if I put something like blah blah blah, it should say wrong day. No, it doesn't understand it. So it is going to follow what you've told it at the moment. If you now want the computer to only recognize days like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Friday, Sunday as the days of the week, then you have to tell the computer that these are the days of the week. Anything outside these dates, throw an error and say this is a wrong input. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys following?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So that's how you, it's more or less like you are talking to the computer in the language it understands. If you tell the computer that A is this, that's what the computer understands. Is what you tell him that it is going to do. Its own job is just to do what you told him to do. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So switch case makes things easier instead of wrapping. It is for cleaner code, and it makes things easier instead of having to write multiple else ifs like that. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So that's about the switch case. Do you all understand this? Do you understand how the switch case works now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So there's something I wanted to point out because I'll be using it very often. I'll be using it very often for us so that life is easier for us. We want to make life easy for ourselves, and that's the what's the name. That's the point of being here. So for instance now, what I want to talk about now is template literals. Template literals. So what are template literals? Prior to now, I remember my boss explaining to you the other time that if you have a string, for instance, let's string 1 equals Monday. Let's string 2 equals is a good day. Now, if I want to print something to the console, I can say console.log string 1 plus string 2. What would this print into the console for me, guys?
Monday is a good day. To print Monday is a good day.
The print Monday is a good day, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Now, for instance, let me say for instance now, I have string, let's string 3 equals 1. Let me see. A. Sorry, where is that noise coming from?
Please tell that person to mute his.
Is mute. So if I say let day of the week is equals 1, now I can now say that console.log Monday, which is string 1, plus string 2, plus Monday is a good day, and it is the day of the week. Now, this is a very long ass sentence, and this is going to bring out what at the end of the day. Monday is a good day, and it is the day 1 of the week. Are you guys following me?
Yes. Yes, we are following.
Now, if I do this, you would realize that I might have a lot of things jumbled together because I'm not even looking at where I have to put spaces. See here now, this string 1 here is Monday. String 2 rather is a good day. By the time I log this in my console and I go and check it, I would see that string 2, which is a good day.
It's like I'm not hearing you clearly.
And this and can you hear me?
Okay, I can
Hello,
hear you now.
can you hear me?
Okay, we
Okay.
can hear you.
You would realize that this is a good day, which is string 2, would be jumbled up with this and. Let me show you now. You would see. Can you see? Monday is, you can see, it is there's a lot of jumbling together on my console. So I have to always, let me see, string 1 plus string 2. I have to look for where I would put spaces. I'll put space here. I would look again. I have to put space here. I would look here. If I'm going to add and to it is the day, I have to put space here. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, yes.
Yes, sir.
Day of the week is 1. Okay, 1 is going to come here. I have to put space at the back of the day so that it doesn't jumble up with 1. Of the week here, I have to put space here. If I save this now, I would go to my console. I would see that, okay, I have this looking better now. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, but do you see how much stress I had to go through to do all this? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
we can hear you.
It's so much stress and it is unnecessary. So I bring you template literals. That is what template literals is for. Template literals literally makes things really easy for us. We can write strings like we are writing strings, and we will be inputting variables into the same string that we are writing with the proper spacing without having to do all the plus this, plus that, and all the likes. Now, let me show you how template literals works. So let me say, I want to say console.log into the brackets here. Now, to write template literals, we use this backticks. It is above your tab. Check your tab. It is above your tab, backticks. Can you see it? It is above your tab key on your keyboard. Is there anyone that is finding that to find that backticks? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is anyone finding that to find backticks?
No, we've seen it.
Okay. So now I want to write the same thing. Monday is a good day. And it is the first day. It is the day 1 of the week. Now, I know that this variable, I have to put this variable here. This variable, I have to put here. I can easily come that if I want to put a variable in a variable using backticks, what I just have to do is variable. What's this variable? String 1. String 1. I've written the first variable there, which is Monday. I can easily put my space. I know that I've put the variable Monday here. I put my space. Is a good day, which is string 2. I put curly braces, string 2. You can see that there are spaces already in between this guy here and this guy here.
Okay.
I've put the spaces like that already. I'm still inside the backticks. I'm going to be writing strings for you to see. So string 2 is what? Is a good day. Now the next thing to write is, and it is the day. Now I don't have to do any plus. I will just be writing the spaces as I want. And space, it is the day. What's the next thing? To add day 1 of the week, which is the variable. I do what again? $sign.
$sign, curly brackets, the day of the week.
And put what? Day of the week. Then what? Day 1, I put my space, do my space normally. Of the week, I put space as much as I want. Of the week. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, if I go to the console now, you see, let's go. Valhalla. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Can you see how easy template literal is making life for us?
Yes, sir.
You understand? Instead of having
Yes.
to do all these jargons that we have been doing all this while. Do you get?
Okay.
Do you understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
So template literals makes life easy for us. That's how it is very easy. So we can impute. Let me even bust your head now. See this day of the week that is, as long as whatever is going to be in between this guy, in between these curly braces here with the $sign, as long as whatever is going to be here returns a value, as long as it is an expression and it returns a value, because string 2 is what? Is a good day. So meaning string 2 is, it returns what? Is a good day, a value.
Yes.
I can come here and say that 5 plus, wait, let me put what we have here now, day of the week. I can come here and write something like 20 plus 45 inside. Do you see that I'm doing additions already inside there? As long as it's going to return a value. If I go there now, what will I see? I will see Monday is a good day, and it is the what?
On the 6th day of the week.
2045.
It is the what? Eh?
65.
Thank you. It is the 60, it is the day 65 of the what?
The week.
Of the week.
Let me go there now. Can you guys see?
Yeah, sure.
I can even do what's the name here. I can do simple, I can use a ternary operator because a ternary operator returns a value. I can say if day, I can say if day equals Monday, return 1, else return 5. Now, what is the value of day? The value of day, I can initialize day. I think day is initialized already. Okay. Day is, okay, day is I want to live my life. Now, you see that if day is Monday, it will return 1. But if day is not Monday, it will return what?
5.
Right.
I. So in this case now, what is our day? I want to live my life, right? Do you understand? Are you guys following?
Well, that side, I think you need to explain better here, son.
Okay, don't worry. I would remove this out. Let me just remove this out. This is ternary operator. I will get back. I'll get to this. Let's just use this as what? Like I said, 65 plus 40. I can write expressions inside here. If I go to my browser console now, I would see what? 105. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So this guy makes life easy for us when it comes to string concatenation with other different types of variables that we have. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. So now that leads us. Is there anyone that doesn't understand how template literals works? Huh?
No, sir.
Eh? Hello?
We understand,
Everybody
sir.
understand? Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. So the next thing I'll quickly touch is ternary operators. Very easy. Ternary operator is a way for you to easily write simple if-else statements. Very simple if-else statements. For instance, and how is the syntax? The syntax of ternary operator is very easy. Instead of saying if 4 is greater than 5, return or console.log I, or let's use return. Let's use return. Return 5. Else return 6. Instead of writing this long words name, I can easily use a ternary operator to do this very easily. And how does that work? I will just do like this. Very simple. I start with, this is the syntax. 4 equals 5, a question mark. This is trying to tell me that if 4 equals 5, what do? I return what I want to return after this question mark. Hi. After this, I use the what? This colon. This is like the else. If 4 equals 5, return I. Else, return what? Hello. Do you understand?
Okay.
This is the syntax for operators. And the beauty of ternary operators is that unlike normal if-else statements are statements. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I cannot use an if-else statement and I would store the value that an if-else statement gives me somewhere. But here now, I can store the value of this ternary operator in a variable. I can say const value equals, now, if I console.log value, into my browser console, what do you guys think I will get?
Hello.
What do you guys think I'll get?
Hello.
Hello. Because
Hello.
this is simple. 4 equals to 5.
No.
4 is not equals to 5. So it is not going to return I. It is going to return what?
Hello.
Hello.
And it's going to store that value of hello inside where?
Inside it. But inside it.
Inside this value. Do you understand?
Mm.
So this
Yes,
part
I
here
understand.
is the actual part of the ternary operator. It is, the syntax is such that what you want to write, what you want to compare, what value should you return afterwards? If that is not the case, what value should you return? So if 4 equals to 5, return I. If 4 is not equals to 5, which is else, and that's this guy here, that's handling that part, return hello. Do you understand?
Yes.
So this returns what? Hello, and we can store it into what? Into what? A variable, which is this guy here, value. So if I console.log value, you'll see what I have. What do I have?
Hello.
Exactly. So now that's why I was now saying that in template literals, I can actually decide to even write this guy. I can come here and carry this guy here and remove this thing from here and paste it here. Now, this is going to say string 1, which is what? Monday is a good day. Monday is a good day, right? And it is the day. Now, what is going to be printed here is going to be dependent on the evaluation of what we have inside here. Do you understand? Are you guys following me?
Yes. Yes.
Are you guys following?
Yes. We have. Let's see the result.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
so from here now, let us evaluate. We have to start building beautiful stuffs. We cannot just be doing very simple things. This looks very beautiful from here now. From here, what do you think would be the result of what will end up in this bracket here?
Hello.
Exactly. So L what will end up inside this bracket here. So this is supposed to read what? Monday is a good day, and it is the day what?
The hello.
Of the week. So let's go to our words name and see.
Azad,
Sir.
that your hand is up.
Okay. I'm coming.
Can you go ahead with your question?
Can you see it, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll be listening to your questions, sir.
Okay, sorry, if you go back to the VS Code, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
I wanted to clarify line 146. Can we have multiple conditions like we tested the other time? This is just like 2 conditions. Can we continue?
Yeah,
You know?
so in what's his name? In ternary operators, you can nest conditions like that too in ternary operators. But it is advisable to not always do that, or else your code becomes unreadable. Do you understand?
Yeah.
For instance, now I can say if 4 equals 5 in this place now, I can now write that check if 2 is greater than 4, then display what? A. Else display I. Now, what this does for me now is that I'm saying if 4 equals 5, do something here. Are you following me?
Okay.
If 4 equals 5, do something here. Else display hello. Normally, 4 is not equal to 5. So this guy is not going to get called up. It's going to go to the hello. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get now, because I know it's going to go to hello, this is solved. But if I now decide to say, okay, 5 equals 5. Now, if 5 equals 5, what am I saying it should do here? I'm now telling it again that if 5 is equal to 5, check if 2 is greater than 4 again before you display something. Are you following me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now 5 is equal to 5. But at the same time, what am I doing here? What I'm doing here is also an expression. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's like I'm nesting logic inside another logic. Do you understand?
Yes, it has to confirm 2
So
conditions.
exactly. So now inside here now, I'm in this place now. This is what I want to do. Now I'm now saying that if 5 is equal to 5, which is actually true, then now help me check if 2 is greater than 4. If 2 is greater than 4, do what? return
A.
A, else return what? High.
Ah.
So we would expect that this is going to return what? High. So
Ah.
let's go to our console and see what we have for value, which is line 147. What do I have here? You see?
Yes.
You understand? But this is probably not necessary. Do you get? It is this code is not so readable. Like if I'm trying to read it, I'll have to start looking at, okay, what is this first? I have to first understand what is happening here. I have to look at what is here. Then do you understand? So it is, ternary operator is majorly for very simple. I do not want to really stress myself writing if else. Just very simple was name. If 5 is equals to 5, just return something to me very quickly. A, otherwise, just what? Return hello. But if I want to do like nested what's name, I can always use my if else statements or my switch case. I mean, I can do it with my ternary operator like we just saw now, but then it is going to make our code quite unreadable. Does that answer your question, sir?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Okay. So I think we can continue from there. So everyone understands why I said template literals are like really, 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 they are like the big deals. So in this template literal here, we're usually writing conditions to render in between our strings without having to worry about plus and all. Just using dollar and square brackets, we can write different things. We can write variables, we can write, as long as it is what? An expression and you return something, we can always do it. So we just use an if statement here now, and we were able to use which in form of a ternary operator to render what? Hello in this place. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you get, guys?
We continue, sir.
Exactly. So yeah, the limit is endless. You can do a whole lot of things as long as it returns something. You cannot write an if-else statement inside here. You can't, because an if-else statement is a statement, not an expression. And an if-else statement doesn't what? It is not an expression that you can save the result of into a variable. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you get? Exactly. So there's the limits are endless on that. So I think we can move from that. So I think everything that has to do with control flow, template literals, switch case, ternary operator. So this is the ternary operator, very beautiful stuff. We can undo them, right? Is everyone here?
Yes, yeah.
So I think we are good to go moving forward, Abi.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we've talked about strings. There are string methods. There are string methods. Okay, this is the normal was named string methods. My string.length gives you the length of your string. Very easy. This is my string. It gives you the length of your string. When you call the method length on this, it gives you what? The length of the string. So I can easily just come here and say console.log what is value here? Value is what? A string. Abi? Huh? Value here is going to return what? A string, right?
Yes.
I can easily say console.log what? Value dot what? Length. Very easy. If I go to my console now and come in, it does what? Shows me what? What's the value dot? And that's what? Hey, value dot length, not the value itself. I'm talking about the length of the string. So that's we are able to see value dot length now. That's 3. Do you understand?
Okay, yes.
We can move on. So to access values on a string, it is very easy. First character, third character. There's what we call bracket notation. You understand? That's what we call bracket notation to get values from a string. How do we do that? Now this is value. Our value is A. That's what we call zero indexing. This, to access the first value, we use what? Value bracket 0. This is telling me that it is indexing. This H has an index of 0, E has an index of 1, Y has an index of 2. Contrary to what is the norm for everyone. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Contrary to what is the norm, everyone would think, if I want to get H, I would take position 1. Do you understand?
0.
Everyone would normally think that I'm going to say position 1. Give me the 1 at position 1. Do you understand? But that's not how it works. It uses what? 0 indexing. So if I say console.log value at position 0, it would return what? H. And it's huh?
Yes, sir.
Is everyone following me? So I can do the same thing to get the I can do the same thing to get the second value. Second value is the value at position 1. And if I come to my console here, I get E. I can do the same thing for Y. Right? Now, there are certain cases where I have very long numbers, very long letters, and I do not want to have to start always use the position. Negative indexing doesn't work in JavaScript. It works in languages like Python, where you just access the last value using -1, and you can go on and on like that. Are you guys following?
Hello, Razak.
Yeah?
So I just want to call your attention to the time.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? I just want to call your attention to the
Yeah, I
time.
can hear you.
Yeah, 5 to 6 o'clock is for classwork, so they can do something before we round up by 6.
Okay. No problem. I have some questions that am I supposed to give them, or I'm supposed to solve it with them, or just give them to try out their hands on?
No, we'll give it to them to solve. And also
Okay.
the slides you're using, we are supposed to cover that all today. So I see you're going back up. Or is it a mistake?
No. It's because you've not called.
Okay. All right.
We've not covered some things, so
So,
Razak,
give the assignment, give it as assignment, focus on the slide so that you cover a lot of things. And